we've got habits that seem to be very destructive. So people smoke, people overeat, people do a lot of these habits, which objectively, if you look at them and you try to consciously say, why are you doing that? They're destructive. So why do those exist in the first place? Like, what job are they actually doing for people? How do they come to be in existence if they're not serving us?
Look, there's a variety of reasons. I mean, it could be anything from as we were growing up as a child. I mean, when we grow up as a child, we are literally sponges, and the very first people that we learn habits from is whoever our caregiver was as we grew up. If the caregiver had a negative habit of some kind, then we look at that and go, all right, well, I'm guessing that's the way to live life. And we don't process it on a conscious level when we're young, but we can put it in there as a subconscious programming, and we will build on that. And we can develop habits out of peer pressure, as we kind of often see. Smoking is a very common peer pressure, especially when I was growing up. I mean, I used to smoke, growing up as a teenager, not because I actually wanted to, because I'd go to a party, everyone's smoking. Hey, do you want one? Yeah, sure. Why not? I hate this, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Until eventually it got to the point where, I mean, I would actually walk around, drink in this hand, drink in that hand. And it'd be like, smoke, drink. Half the time I'd have the drink was simply to put out the fire in my throat from the cigarette. But that became such a habit. It's so that social environment kind of can be there. The emotional impacts that we have, if we've got something that's happened to us emotionally, the stronger the emotion and the stronger the thought process at the time can really drive a habit into us very, very quickly. Any sort of emotional trauma, our first response to that in trying to figure out how to deal with that can very quickly develop a habit from which then you will carry on. And yeah, so there's a variety of reasons as how these habits happen. At the time, based on the knowledge and the information we have, we do something because we think we're meant to, we should do, or we have a feeling like it serves us in a positive way, even though it might not actually when you logically look at it, and we carry that on. It's only when we revisit that we realize, okay, that actually doesn't serve me anymore. What I thought was a good tactic or a good way of dealing with something is actually hindering the way my life now, and I need to look at changing that.